Okay, so this is the monument that was put in June 5th, 1993, officially completing the Pacific Crest Trail. The sun is finally breaking and this is our view. Kind of back in civilization again. We're about to go under the Highway 14 tunnel, which you saw the highway earlier.
Under the highway, not the tunnel.
Oh, we're going under the highway, not the tunnel. Yeah, that's a good point. So, I'm going to take it a little slow here at first because it's a little wet, muddy. Don't want to get wet feet.
My new kicks.
In our new kicks
Dirty.
that we got yesterday. And we're going to go on in through. Go towards the light, honey. It's at the end. It's getting darker. So we're almost to the end. Oh, look at all the tadpoles. And so we're almost to Vasquez Rocks. To the Star Trek fans that are out there, this may look a little bit familiar because there was some episodes of Star Trek filmed out here in this area. Good morning. Got started about 6:15 from Serenity Oasis, which we'll talk about later today. And we're gonna have a little bit longer day today. Right now it's flat. We had a pretty steady climb just a little bit ago with pretty high grade, and it was a little tiring, but we made it up, and so now we're taking advantage of this flat trail to make up some time. So things are going good. Cloudy again this morning, but the sun is starting to burn through. Should be in the low to mid 70s today, and looking forward to a good day. So we'll check in when we get a little bit further down the trail. So it looks like a bunch of movie props that are used, trailers, army vehicles, little church down there, little shed, bunch of old trailers. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. We missed last night video chat.
We missed like a couple nights.
And and
you did solo video.
I did solo video yesterday morning.
Today.
Didn't do any today, but so this will be a little bit longer. We'll kind of recap Now, when we talk about Serenity Oasis,
nice.
you guys would probably think palm trees,
trees,
lush water fountains, swimming pools. No. Basically a place that has washer dryer, a shower. It's basically somebody's
and
stuff that they put together for a place for hikers to go, and
hang out.
It was an oasis
for
a hiker from a hiker standpoint.
I mean, you could do a Epsom salt
foot bath. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We did not take advantage of anything but the charging station and the bathroom
and a place to sleep. So, but super nice people that open up their backyard basically and allow hikers to come, and so that was a nice little stop there. However, we did lose a member of our family, and that was Atlas. We were sorry to see him go. He had to go. He traveled on.
He's on a time schedule.
But we still have
kind of bittersweet.
Yep, Sunny with us, and we're
so there's 3 in our family now.
Yep.
Our trail family.
Yep.
Tramily.
Yesterday was a hard day. We hit a milestone where we went 16.9 miles. That was our biggest day ever. The challenge was there was a whole bunch of uphill, and it was hot in the afternoon, and it was pretty hard, but we made it to camp, and something incredible happened. Since Scissors Crossing way back near Julian, California, I have been craving Sprite every day, and I never drink Sprite, but Sprite is just a craving. So last night we were in our tent, we had finished dinner, and all of a sudden
you had said, though, I wish I had a cold Sprite.
Yeah, and next thing we know,
I hear this woman's voice.
Trail magic.
Do you want some trail magic?
Right. We popped our head out.
My head flew out of the tent so fast.
Here's a lady and her companion, and they had cupcakes. They had tacos from Del Taco. They had chocolate pudding. They had chips, and they had these little
like
lemon lime
good pops.
lemon lime soda pops. And it was just incredible that they just appeared.
I mean, we're not anywhere near, we're like 0.2 from a road. So we're not like right in town or like right at a trailhead. And this lady had packed, and this other gal had packed in
all these treats. And they were just going campsite to campsite, handing them out.
She is a magic trail mom on Instagram, and you can see our silly pictures.
Yeah, she took our picture of her head sticking out of the tent.
I'm like literally have my head stuck out.
Today, we only went about 7 miles? 7 miles, and we are in a place called Green Valley. And everyone had been talking about the Green Valley Smoker, and so smokehouse. And so we went and got a ride into can't really call it city, but the township of Green Valley, and went to the smokehouse. Just super nice people, really good food.
Will you buy the meat by the pound?
I had the meat by the pound. I had the brisket and the side salad, which is good. And then before we left, because we pretty much spent the whole day there, apple pie a la mode, and Lori had a snickerdoodle
ice cream sandwich.
Yeah.
But I did have the pulled pork, almost like a rice bowl.
A rice bowl with pulled pork, and it was a good day just to do some short miles and relax a little bit. It wasn't
like 1 mile into it today at mile 472. I re-rolled my ankle, like hit the ground, I hit the bush, shrubbery, you name it. I was like a yard sale. So hobbled to this little memorial bench, re-taped my ankle up, and traveled 6 more miles down the trail. So we actually made it by like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. So tomorrow will be another early day. We're trying to get up earlier, and we try to get out on the trail about between 6 and 6:30.
We haven't done like really any video because it's been foggy.
Yeah.
We've been all fogged in.
I took a little video this morning of the fog, and you will see the fog, but hasn't been a lot to
really
show.
See much.
And
it kind of reminds of like being down at the beach in the mornings when it's all foggy and sandy. Yeah.
but it helps, get quite a few miles in before it starts getting hot. And so we'll be doing that again tomorrow. We're not, right now the plan is to go about 12, little over 12 miles, kind of see where things are at. Again, we're in a valley, which means
we have a 900 ascent first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Altogether, it's about 2,600 ascent tomorrow.
Yeah. So again, a pretty hefty day.
Math illiterate.
As funny as it sounds, is we're kind of anxious to get into the portion where it gets really hot, but it's flat. But
then we'll be hot.
But then we'll be hot, and we'll probably have to do some night hikes and that kind of fun stuff. But we're still trying to get to Hikertown, and that's our goal. We're about 39 miles today, about 39 miles from Hikertown, where we'll be stopping and doing a resupply before we move on to Tehachapi. I just like saying that, and I haven't been saying it correctly.
You can say it.
Now I can say it, and so. But in between Hikertown and Tehachapi, we do have that really dry, long water carry, hot, fairly flat section, which it goes through the LA aqueducts, what she said, and so that's kind of our plan moving forward, and what you have to look forward to. And it's about what?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, and it's time for bed. I still have my continuing saga of my mattress going flat by morning. Trying to work with the manufacturer to get that replaced. Yeah. But I do have new sunglass frames showing up at Hikertown, which I will then pop my lenses in, and it's comical to see me wearing them now with all the tape, and it just doesn't work. So anyway, this is boring stuff.
Yeah, did you see me yawn?
I know. So we're going to say goodnight, and we will catch up with all of you tomorrow morning.
Happy trails.
Good night. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Shantui and Sunny.
Sheltoey.
I can't ever get it right. And Craig. Our morning video. You gotta scooch over here so we get us all in. We just made a pretty significant climb. We're at about, pull my watch back, 4,300 feet right now. I don't know where we started.
Either.
Sunny's probably our statistical person, but as you can see, it's foggy. There's not much to see, and we look, and in the background the mist is blowing through. It's windy. I got to get closer so we can get us all in, but yeah, we got on the trail about 6:30. We've got a couple goals, which we'll see how things go, but just a quick check-in. And Sunny, do you want to say anything to our friends and family?
Hello, Laurie and Craig's friends and family. Sorry to crash into your family video.
No, it's totally awesome.
I am having a great time with Laurie and Craig. They are a bad influence. They keep taking me to nice places to eat good food, so all is good.
Yeah.
We're having fun.
And when she's miserable, because she's from England, it sounds positive and wonderful. So we're going to close out and get on up the trail, and we'll check in later.
Happy trails.
Happy trails, everybody. the infamous poodle dog bush. It's like poison ivy, poison oak, and you do not want to touch it. Get up and next to it. It throws off a really awful scent at times, dank, and that's what we're trying to avoid in this section.
Give you a little look-see of this burned out area. It's kind of cool. It's got all this greenery down below, and then it has these interesting burned out trees. We didn't do a night video last night. Not sure why, except that we did 20 miles and we were probably too eager to have dinner and get to bed. So there's Craig. We're still moving after our 20 miles. That was our biggest day yet. We stayed at Sawmill Campground. We don't know what our goal is today. Besides less than 20. We are actually going to hit a milestone today, so we'll be sure and bring you along for that because we're pretty excited. Quite the accomplishment, I must say. So all you guys still in the betting pool, you're going to be angry. You're going to be angry at our milestone because you're going to be losing. Give you a little view of our morning hike.
When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. When I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. If I get drunk, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. And if I haver, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's havering to you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. When I'm working, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who's working hard for you. And when the money comes in for the work I do, I'll pass almost every penny on to you. When I come home, oh, I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home to you.
Okay, guys. We just went to the water tank. It is, I don't even know if you can hear me. It is so windy up here. I got my binder clip back on. And we're gonna go find a place out of the wind to have a little break, a little snack, and celebrate our milestone today.
We talked about the poodle dog bush. That's where the poodle dog bush flourishes, is in these burned out sections. And sometimes it's like doing a slalom course on the trail, trying to avoid it. Because as we researched last night, it's not the oil, the hair that attaches to your clothes, to your skin, and it can be not fun. So there's some poodle bush, avoiding in amongst some pretty flowers. More poodle bush over there. Again, this is burned out section, as you can see. So poodle bush pretty much on both sides of the trail. Fortunately, they've gone through and it looks like they've trimmed up, gotten it away, so it's not so bad. Today's kind of been a different day with the trail. We've gone from lush trail like this to burned out sections full of poodle dog, bush, and burnt trees, back to lush. And right now the wind's blowing, so it's keeping the temperature a little cooler, which is nice. By the way, some of you are wondering why they call it a poodle dog bush. In the early spring, the leaves will sometimes curl, kind of like the poodle's hair, and so that's how it came up with the name.
We took lunch at the horse trail camp. It's at mile 508.2, and probably only gonna walk maybe 3 or 4 more miles today. So that was a nice place. Picnic table, shaded area. Got some good rest. Doing kind of a shorter day today since we did the 20 miles yesterday. And we'll spend one more night out here and then we'll make our way into Hikertown. So we're just hiking away. I will give you a little peek at our trail and our view.
Making a push for our last 2.5 to 3/4 miles for the day. Going through this little alley of bushes, and we've shown these before. These are like lilacs, and actually smells really pretty in through here. We're gonna hopefully find a nice campsite with water, and then we'll make our final push into Hikertown tomorrow morning, which is out there in the desert, which you've probably seen some pictures and videos. That flat section, that's where we're heading, and it's getting hot. So anyway, this is our view from the trail. This is my new friend. I had to step over him. He would not move, and he still isn't moving. And I almost stepped on him because I didn't realize. I thought it was just a stick, and then as I look back, I realized it was a big lizard.
Okay, this is the kind of note I get on trail if I'm Craig. It's a heart. It says Lori. Squiggly marks. And drag marks with an arrow of the direction I need to go. Gotta love it.
Good evening.
We're in a tent as usual, but it is daylight, and we did 12.7 miles today.
Or if you're rounding, 13.
And we're camped by a lovely stream.
Very lovely.
Soaked our feet.
Cleaned our feet.
Cleaned our feet and my legs, hands, faces. We are going to do about 6.7 miles to Hikertown tomorrow. And what else you got to say?
What happened today that you didn't video?
I did video. I just didn't rub it in to the betting pool that we hit 500 today. So yeah, if you're we're at the 500 mark for the betting pool.
So heading into Hikertown, gonna resupply, get ready for the aqueduct section. And that's gonna be roughly 40 plus miles that we're going through this pretty dry, barren, windmills, etc.
Long water carries.
Longer water carries. So we
have to do more water.
We're trying to strategize and like we've said, probably have to do some night hikes because it is a little bit warmer. Very windy. So I'm not sure how that will affect things, but it's a section we got to go through. So we'll just fill up our packs, fill up our water bottles, and give it the old college try.
March on.
March on. Or how does Sonny say it?
Crack on.
So I think that's about it.
I think so.
So
we'll check in later. Let y'all know again what we're up to.
all right.
Happy
we'll see you.
trails.
Bye. Good morning. It's about 6:30 and we are on the trail, obviously. Slept really warm last night and all three of us were saying we were just sweating. But we're up. We've got just a short day today to get to Hikertown, about 6 miles. We're going downhill, so I'm actually going first because it's a little easier for me. Lori's back there. Sunny will be behind her. So we're going to get on down the trail and we'll check in when we get to Hikertown, or maybe sooner. Shot of the green hills. We'll be saying goodbye to them for a while. Gonna miss it. Shade, flowing water. Should be interesting to see what's up ahead.
Hey guys, checking in. We are making our final approach to Hikertown, and it just goes from the last part of the green to into the brown, and the terrain has really changed. So we got all these last greenery heading into the more brown. Oh no, there's Taxi. Guy we met last night from Germany. His name's Taxi. He ate dinner with us. Little campsite, and we'll get you a good shot of Hikertown when we get there.